soon. So beautiful. Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies present
Hello, my wonderful, sweet baby boy.
the most unexpected event of the year.
Tommy, this is your brother Dylan. Baby. When the new baby gets here, it'll be like, look, G, there's that little bald kid in the house again. My mommy and daddy won't forget me.
Sometimes little brothers are everything you'd hope they'd be. But you've got responsibility now.
What are you doing? We're taking Dell back to the obstacle, Tommy. You can't do this.
This is Big Action News saying, do you know where your children are?
They were there a minute ago.
Childhood, a time of innocence,
We're doomed, I tell you.
a time of unspeakable, unrelenting tragedy.
But this cabinet fixer, this up. Any further and I would have needed a fresh diaper.
Join Tommy, Chucky, Phil and Lil, Angelica, and introducing Baby Dill.
I guess we'll have to change his diaper. What do you mean, ring?
How does it feel knowing your brother lost your only daughter?
That was pretty good.
Expect adventure.
Hang on to your diapers, baby. We're going in.
Expect mystery.
I saw feet prints like that in our storybook. A wolf made him, and then he ate that little Red Riding Girl.
Expect
You know, not all dogs go to heaven.
attitude.
After all I've done for you babies, you're gonna leave me. I didn't know she could fly. I think it's because she's a witch.
The Rugrats movie.
Come on, Chucky.
Next time is over.
Well, Rugrats it is. So the wonderful DVD roulette landed on the Rugrats movie. Close enough. So, it landed on my wonderful brides-to-be movie collection. So Rugrats, the movie, it is. So, and this will be the last one we do for a while.
Only 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Depending on Wednesday, we can maybe do one on Wednesday.
Maybe we can do one on Wednesday, but we will see. So for now, it looks like we may be closing out with the Rugrats for the next 2 weeks because I will be on vacation. So there will not be doing any videos at my parents' house. So let's see how this movie is. Should it have been a movie or should it have just stayed a TV show?
It's actually good. We'll have to do one like on Netflix or something.
Mm-hmm.
You have to talk quiet.
Yes. So I will do this wonderful Rugrats movie right after this.
You are a baby. Sit in a high chair and eat string peas every day. You don't like string peas? Tough. Babies don't have a choice, but you do because you're a kid. So you can go to Burger King. Get a cheeseburger. No pickles? No problem. You don't like choices? Be a baby. You want it your way? You can go to Burger King.
In their movie, the Rugrats have an all-new adventure, but you'll never guess what they've gotten into now. One Rugrats movie toy inside every tasty Burger King Kids Club meal you buy. 2 new toys each week, 12 in all. Did we mention? Things can move fast.
Taste rules.
Well, I did not know that there were any Happy or Burger King Kids Club Rugrats toys. I just happened to just kind of stumble on that. So I figured it would be a perfect commercial to use. So this did come out in 1998. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head what the best movie was that year. So how did Rugrats do? What came out that year? Armageddon. Probably Mulan. Saving Private Ryan was most likely the #1 movie that year. I know, I was just making sure that it was correct because it goes all over the place. It goes up and down. It goes #1 to #2. And then who knows who it might end up at #3. And then something dumb would take up #1. And let's see, we had Deep Impact. We had, apparently Shakespeare in Love came out in 1998, which really threw me off. I thought that came out much later. But I guess I was wrong. So, I don't really know how Rugrats did at the theater, now that I think of it. Because
Not in the top 10.
it is not in the top 10. So, but apparently it did actually gross a decent amount. I actually didn't even know that this was even in theaters until yesterday. I thought this was just a typical Nickelodeon movie, but since there was a theatrical trailer, I think that pretty much sums it up. So it was a budget of $24 million, and opening weekend it made 27. Not too shabby. And worldwide, and it grossed $140 million. So
Definitely
it did
not
well.
in the top 10.
Well, at least it succeeded. At least it didn't lose money. But so it grossed 140 million, but at least it did not lose money. So now I have to figure out who voiced what here. Elizabeth Daly did Tommy Pickles, and these are voice actors or actresses I don't really know a lot about. I know that Chris.
You want me to stop it till the hiccups go away?
If you want to. Hopefully my hiccups are gone for good, because those are really annoying. I just got done eating dinner, so that's what happens. So now with Rugrats here, we are starting out with, I already forgot her name.
Tommy.
Okay, and that's Elizabeth Daly, and apparently she was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Never heard of it.
She was in Powerpuff Girls. She was actually the voice of Buttercup, and she was also in.
Buttercup and Tommy's Town, not the look.
Well, yes, I do remember now from when we did the Powerpuff Girls movie. Yes, Powerpuff Girls movie. Yes, Buttercup, I do remember. I did mention how it was definitely Tommy Pickles' voice. So, and then she was also in something called Valley Girl as Lauren. So that is it for Elizabeth Daly, the voice of Wonderful Tommy. So now we get to do Chucky, and that is, I forgot her first name. I know her last name is Kavanaugh, and I know that she was one of the voices, I believe in, Christine Kavanaugh. I believe she was one of the voices in Darkwing Duck, and something else as well, and now I'm just waiting for this stupid thing to load. And yes, she did pass away, I believe, in 2014. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's right. She was the voice of Babe. I remember that. The movie about the little pig, yes. Dexter's Laboratory, she was Dexter and Muffin. And she was in Jerry Maguire as Mrs. Remo. I did not know that. And Dexter's Laboratory, Ego Trip. She was the voice of Dexter, apparently.
I like Dexter's Laboratory.
I actually didn't mind that.
I'm glad you know what it is.
Yes, my cousin used to watch it. And we used to try to get him not to watch it. That didn't work in our favor.
You're not bullies, that's why.
We are not bullies.
Nobody say anything about the stuff that you used to watch as a child.
I
Your
just,
Muppets nonsense.
no, that's because I watch great stuff.
Yes, the Muppets.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So apparently Kath Sosi is Philip DeVille's voice.
Gorgeous that though.
I don't know why it's... Oh, yeah, that's right, because they do say sometimes, Philip.
Lo does, and he calls her Lily.
Lillian. Let's see, Zootopia, Space Jam as Lola Bunny, and Futurama as the actress's voice. I'm not really too familiar with Futurama. She was also doing Zootopia as young Nick. I thought she did something else that we actually ended up doing, but yeah, whatever. I'm only going to do the top stuff because unfortunately I do have to work somewhat early. Not as bad. And then Melanie Chertoff is Dee Dee Pickles. And I have no idea who these people are. Oh, here we go. Fridays. There's a classic.
Never heard of it.
I never did either. Oh, she was in an episode of Seinfeld, 2 episodes as Robin.
Never heard of it.
Newhart, 5 episodes, and Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Okay, stuff I've never heard of. Now let's see if I can see Lillian. unless Phil and Lil's voices were together. I think it was. And then Phil Proctor was Howard. They actually showed Phil and Lil's parents?
Yeah.
Well, I remember the mom. I don't remember the dad.
Yeah, he's in here.
Okay. No, yeah, I'm not going to go over him. He's not that important.
What about Tommy's dad? Or Chucky's dad?
I don't think they have them on here.
What about the grandpa? Or Angelica? Or her very annoying mother?
Oh, there we go. There's Angelica Pickles. Cheryl Chase. No, they don't. Dr. Lipschitz actually has a voice. I thought he was just.
Not as many of it, maybe because he's actually delivers the baby in this one.
Oh boy, that's a scary
Usually
thought.
He's only ever on the phone. Or a book.
Okay, so we have. So Cheryl Chase was. Oh, Pubert's voice in the Addams Family Values and just the Rugrats movies and Rugrats in Paris. So Cheryl Chase is mostly just known for Rugrats. So I guess that's where I'm going to leave off because I think people did multiple voices. So I will just get right into it. And the story is very simple. Dill Pickles is born. Yes, it took me. It did take me a little while to just. I know his name's Dylan, but when they said Dill, I was like Dill Pickles. That is creative.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, they definitely did that on purpose. So, and I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out because I always knew that they had Baby Dill, and this is right around the time where I actually did stop watching Rugrats, and I just found other stuff to watch instead. What? Yes, I for some reason in '98 I did slowly get away from Rugrats. I'm just not really sure why. I know why. So action. So apparently I'm wearing the wrong shirt. I do have a Nickelodeon shirt. I just totally forgot to wear it. So so now the whole story here is apparently Tommy's mother is pregnant with good old Dill, and she thinks because the great Dr. Lipschitz said that, and no, that's not $1, said that she was having a girl. She buys into the fact that she's going to be having a girl. And at this time, no, there were no gender reveal party nonsense. You pretty much at this time they still did not know what gender the baby was. They did sometimes, but there was still that.
They knew I was a girl.
Sometimes they were able to see it, and sometimes they were not.
Yeah, depending on which race baby was.
Yes. So at this time, people did not know right away. So then you had to guess, and there were gender neutral stuff. It wasn't a big deal. You don't have to know the gender. I actually would laugh if somebody actually got the.
The doctors usually know what the ultrasound.
Oh.
Maybe not in the 1900s, but 1990s they did.
It was starting to. I don't know. It was there were still times where
When
they couldn't.
This came out, they did.
Oh, they actually did in '98. My Aunt Maureen didn't know, and Ben was born in '96. So then Dill ends up being born, and well, Dill's a boy. So the great Dr. Lipschitz that Tommy's wonderful stupid mother likes. He's obviously incorrect, and I do like how Phil and Lil's mom also made fun of Dr. Lipschitz as well. And yes, that will be the first clip I'm going to show. And so what happens is Phil and Lil try to take Dill back to the hospital, and the babies just end up going on their own little adventure. And then there's more with the Pickles father there, who is apparently stumbling around trying to invent things instead of having a real job, and his brother calls him out on it. Pretty good in this movie, actually. I think this time was actually a little bit worse than the norm. So when they end up going on a little adventure here, they end up in the woods. And yes, there's this typical TV show movie plot for for the wonderful theaters. So now I will show the first clip at the, I guess you want to call it the baby party. So I will
Baby
show.
shower.
I just like to call it the party.
They're called baby showers.
I know this one just looks a little goofy, and so I will. Well, it's not my fault. Tommy's mom looks like a clown, so I will show that clip in just a second.
And I've got to say hi to the life of the party. How's our little man?
I told you, Charlotte. Dr. Lipschitz says it's a girl.
That windbag got filling lower intestinal gas. Face it, darling. Right in high to God. Well, you know what they say. Born under Venus, look for a... Hello?
Now,
Oh, so here's the wonderful clown Dee Dee, talking about. Oh, sorry, Bozo the clown here talking about Dr. Lipschitz, and why she's so obsessed with this guy. I have no idea. It's like somebody being obsessed with Dr. Oz. So she is. Oh, I'm sorry, Oz. So she is talking about this guy who I'm just going to start calling Lipschitz. I'm not even going to call him doctor anymore. So I guess, and then
What's the PhD in?
Latin. It shouldn't. Yep, and he's apparently, from what I heard, he's going to deliver the wonderful dill pickles in this wonderful movie here. So now I found out that yes, I just got the wonderful Stu's brother's name, and it's Drew. So Drew and Stu are in the basement, and Drew is just giving Stu the business on how he doesn't have a job. And the poor grandpa there is slaving away in his basement because Stu is kind of the deadbeat brother. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Consider it nosy for nothing. Busybody! I can't you listen to me? We're talking about a real job, Stu, with benefits. I'm not going to waste my life as a clock-punching, paper-pushing, bean-counting... Oh, no offense. You barely make ends meet now. You got no insurance, no savings, and another kid on the way. For your information, bro, I am working on something right now that is going to put this branch of the Pickles family on easy street.
So there's Stu and Drew arguing, and Drew's saying how he doesn't have anything with benefits, no insurance, no savings. And then Stu is pretty much telling him that he is an inventor and that he is on something big, which is a Reptar wagon. It does actually sound pretty cool when he actually does do the whole sound effects. But I don't know who makes this. I actually forgot. So we do not want to end up having this on our redo list. So now we get to... Oh, Paramount. So now we get to see Angelica in her stupid little sailor suit. So, and it looks like that she stole some cookies. So she's off to, so she's starting her career in being a thief. So Angelica's the reasons why Walmart is getting rid of their use scans. So I will show that clip in just a second.
so nice. Now get out of my way. I gotta get back to the dessert table before the grown-ups get all the good stuff. Angelica, can you help us find my baby sister? Oh, I wouldn't be in such a big hurry if I was you, Tommy. Because when the new baby gets here, she's gonna get all the toys and the love and the...
Angelica's off to a fast start, so she's got her stupid little sailor outfit on, and she's got a whole thing of cookies that she probably stole from the stupid shower. So she's off to doing her typical Angelica stuff, and now she's pretty much feeding Tommy a bunch of garbage as well. So now here we go with classic Nickelodeon fashion. Dee Dee's water broke. And then, of course, the sprinklers had to go off at the same time. So the typical Nickelodeon little pun there. So Dill is now born. So it does say Dill Pickles right on the birth certificate, because I believe the nurse actually puts Dill Pickles. So I will show this clip in just a second.
Dylan Prescott Pickles.
Dill pickles.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, Dill Pickles is now born. I just wonder what brand he is, Clausen or Vlasic. So Of course, the dad likes this. The world's stupidest inventor, of course, would think that this is that this just is a great name. So, my bunny doggy here is eating his carrots, and there he goes, munch, munch, munch. So, yeah. So now with Dill being home, it does show the challenges of having a baby again. Stu shouldn't have to worry about it. He doesn't work anyway. It's not like he'd really be tired. So I'm not really sure what Dee Dee does except go on the circus on weekends. So now we're going to show the wonderful Dill. Now he's chewing on Tommy's blanket.
No, it's underneath his mic.
Oh. Oh my goodness, Skipper, it's right here. There it is. There he goes. So now that we're getting Skip eating the carrot on camera, he's just showing everybody, yes, I eat this. Munch, munch, munch. So now I will show the next clip here with Tommy and Dill, and they're getting along so great. So I will show that in just a second.
Before we even got you. He's not very nice. That's not how you get things from my brother, Tommy. It's not. You're just not. Here, watch. Hey, that's my retard, Lily. It's not, Philip. It's two, Lily. It's not. It's two. It's not. Tommy, now you try it.
Well, here's a typical sibling rivalry thing here. So the little baby wants stuff, and then Tommy wants his blanket back, and then soon he wants his bear back. So Lil is showing him how to take stuff back. So this is kind of a funny thing here. This is what me and my brother used to do all the time. He used to like what I had, so he always used to take my toys. And we even have it on videotape of him actually snatching one of my Hot Wheels cars. So this is a typical thing here. And then good old Stu comes in, Mr. Inventor of the Year, tries to solve the problem, and he just ends up making it worse by giving it into Dill Pickles' wonderful bear snatcher thing. So he just gives the bear back to Dill. And then Tommy starts crying, so then he has a bigger problem on his hands. So maybe he should invent something that gets babies to stop crying. And maybe that should be his invention instead of the Reptar wagon. So the Reptar wagon does go missing, and let's see what happens in the next clip.
All aboard! Just walk away, Chucky. Walk away. Wait for me! Which way to the obstacle? We're not going to the obstacle.
So there's the Reptar wagon, and I believe it was Lil that says all aboard, and it's now they're on their way to a nice little Rugrats adventure with everybody in it. Phil and Lil have a good time, so does Tommy, but Chucky, of course, is having issues with motion sickness. So now there are a bunch of reporters at the Pickles household because all the kids are missing, and I'm sure Drew is going to blame Stu for this because Stu doesn't have a job. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Guess what we left with your father? The man slept through Pearl Harbor, for heaven's sakes.
I sounded the alarm as soon as I could.
Mrs. Pickle, did your son have any enemies? Uh-huh. Any underworld or mob connections?
He's a baby.
So here's the news people. So this so let's see what they're going to get wrong on this. I don't know if they're going to twist anybody's words around, but so far they haven't been too bad. So what?
Did you not hear what the reporter said?
I did, but I just wanted to just sort of make some mockery of it. So, and I'm getting distracted by a change purse that's going to be thrown at me very, very shortly. I don't care what it is. The point is, it's a weapon. So, obviously, this is very typical reporting. There's no fiction here. This this really does happen all the time. So now the wonderful babies are, no, that's definitely not a change purse. There's other tools in there as well. So now that I'm getting the weapons that are thrown at me because of every single comment I make is bad. So now the babies are trying to find a way home, and everything will be back to normal. So I will show that clip in just a second.
You know, a big guy with a pointy hat that grants wishes. All we got to do is knock on the door and say we want to go home. See? Then everything will be back to normal. Thank Bob. Thank you, Bob. Come on, guys. We're off to see the lizard.
Chun. Well, here's Tommy talking about everything going back to Norman, and then he sings "We're off to see the lizard." The wonderful.
He just said it.
Well, he kind of said it in song, and then Phil and Lil got things mixed up as well. But this is what makes this show funny. So now they're on their other adventure, and now they're going down some rapids, and the one that goes overboard and in the water is the one that you don't want this to happen to, because he's just gonna panic. He's gonna get scared, and he's afraid of everything: mud, water, leaves, styrofoam. So we already know who is going to fall in the water, but I will just show you the clip because it's even better because he gets something right up his shorts. So I will show that clip in just a second. Well, good old Charles there fell in the water, and so he looks like he can't swim, but then he stands right up, and then he's happy because he's not flapping around. But there's a little fish caught in his shorts, and then I do love the little noise that he makes when he does get the fish. But I can laugh at him all I want. He caught more fish than I caught this year. So now, so moving on here. So there were some monkeys that did get loose from the circus. So we're in some good luck here, because we get to see a picture of Tommy's mom right on the little vehicle there where the monkeys are. So I will show that clip in just a second. Well, so they found a crashed train here with Tommy's mother on the one car. So they find these little monkeys, I guess. So now the monkeys are playing with Dill, and Stimpy's playing with a raisin. Hopefully he won't eat it because raisins are poison. Oh, you're going after his tail. He's not gonna like that. So now, after we're seeing some animal attacks here, we're going to have some more on another clip here. So Chucky also was missing his glasses. So I will show that clip in just a second.
So? Oh, just help me, okay?
Whoops, so Dill is kidnapped by monkeys, and it actually gets a little bit worse than that. They actually disguise the monkey up as a baby, so Tommy actually thinks that Dill has turned into a monkey. And while this is going on, apparently a good old screw-up Stu, as he actually puts one of his stupid inventions to work by Chucky's dad, Chaz, hooked him up to this pterodactyl thing, and the grandpa said that he thought that he said go, and he said no. So now Stu is now looking for his kid underneath this giant pterodactyl. So So now everybody's jealous of Dill. They don't like him very much. So now there are fighting between the babies. So I will show that clip in just a second.
You can find your brother by yourself. Will you help me, Chucky? Sorry, Tommy. But you're my bestest friend. Yeah, well, if I'm your bestest friend, then how come when I got thrown up on you didn't help me? Huh? And when I fall over, Mark, you didn't help me. And then when the monkey got me, you didn't even care about my boo-boo. That's the bestest friend no more. All you got is a brother.
Well, so this is all the babies arguing here over Dill. So I guess this actually wasn't, even though this was a kids movie, this wasn't really poorly written. There is some good adult humor in this. And also everybody is always jealous of their siblings or their siblings' friends because they get more attention. It does happen. So it does. So for the most part. So now Tommy apparently is finally losing his temper with Dill because he wouldn't share his blanket. It's cold, and Tommy has mud all over him. So now he's going to lose his temper. And I can't blame him. Stuff like this does happen. So I will show the final clip in just a second.
Everybody gets what they want.
So here's the final clip. So this is evil Tommy here. I think this is as evil as you're ever going to see him. I don't really remember him ever having a face like that during the TV show. But I don't know how much of it I actually watched. Actually, now that I think of it, I think I did watch most of the episodes until, like I said, 1998. And then didn't they get to the grown-up stage the year after or something like that, where they did like a...
They have an all grown up one too, yes.
Okay, they do have an all grown up one. That's right. So, anyways, so this is the final scene here. So he does actually. So Tommy does see his angry face in the reflection of that little puddle there. So then he has the compassion for Dill again. So he does wrap him up, and they both sleep. I guess soundly with all the rain and the thunder, and the wonderful lightning that doesn't zap any of them. I'm actually surprised Chucky didn't get zapped by lightning. That would have... No, they should have wrote that in. It would have been kind of funny. So there were some funny parts here with Phil and Lil. They actually thought that the tree got Phil and it did not. And then he says, "Did anybody find my shoes?" So there were more amusing scenes to come. So this is the end of the review. So, I'm sorry, the end of the clips. Now I will do my wonderful dog and pony show at the very end. So, I don't know what I would exactly give this movie. Yesterday I was actually going to give it a C, but actually paying attention to it and seeing the clips, and I actually laughed at it more, actually looking at the clips and actually paying attention to it. So I'm actually going to change my review to a B. I don't know why I didn't like it yesterday, but maybe I just wasn't in the mood to watch Rugrats. I have no idea. Or I was just mad that I had to go to work again on Monday. I have no clue. So this really wasn't bad. I did actually did listen to most of it, especially the arguments with Drew and Stu. This was an hour and 20-minute movie. This really wasn't long, but obviously it's longer than a 15-minute Rugrat episode. So they did they did get to do more stuff. So I did like how the monkeys played with Angelica's stupid doll. So and like I said, I did like the whole arguments there with Stu, Drew, and then I did like how the grandpa was falling asleep at every major moment of this movie. So this was actually quite enjoyable, and if you do like Rugrats, I do recommend watching the movie. I'm sure most have already done it, but you get my point. So let me know if you like this. And definitely comment below. Subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching. And what is your favorite character of the Rugrats? I would love to know. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.